Hey friends, this is Amanda and this is Rene, the founders of Sama Dog, Wellbeing for dogs and their humans. And we're here with you today again to just share a bit about what's going on with Sama Dog and some updates from today, and also to describe 3 ways to help you balance your dog. So for your dog to become a Sama Dog. Sama means balance in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the ancient language that all of the Ayurvedic wisdom is put together in, and Sama means balance, as I said, so that's why Sama Dog is the business name, and the big concept, the big idea is that we help dogs and their humans to come back into body, mind, and spirit balance. So today I wanted to also welcome my husband in. We taught a class earlier together and I just loved it so much, and I know he did too, and so I thought it would be nice to have him on the Facebook Live with us today as well.
Welcome everyone, my name is Rene, and yes, we had a great class this morning at the Soul of Yoga in Encinitas in California, and it was a lot of fun. We had more people than we anticipated, and everybody, well, there were a lot of dogs, I think about 15, right?
Yeah.
So,
and 45 people or so?
Yeah, and people really enjoyed it, and we talked about, of course, our business, the Sama Dog business, and the 3 pillars, and how you can create a better relationship with your dog, and also how we as humans can learn from our dogs. So Amanda will share a little bit more about the 3 main points that we talked about this morning.
Fantastic. So we'll get into it now. So number 1 way to balance your dog, and it definitely is among the top of the list of the things that you can do to impact your dog's life, and that is through their food. Food is key, as we know, for human beings, and for those of you that have really taken the time to explore and maybe even evolve and expand your diet, and understanding the way that we are what we eat, and that definitely is no different when it comes to our dogs. What is a lot different, or I think just a lot of people aren't aware of, is how bad dog food is, really, to be frank about it. Dog food that's purchased at your grocery store or at even kind of big box pet stores, much of that food is really, really bad food. It just is some of the worst meat and ingredients that you can possibly find on the planet. I'll spare you some of those details, although I do get into that in my classes. But and why I spare you from them is because it's actually pretty gross what goes into dogs' food. A lot of it is sent to China, and in China they don't have regulations, and actually dog food in general has no regulations. So anything at all can be in your dog's food. So that's just a really important thing to be aware of. When it comes to kibble, then, it's what most of us choose to feed our dogs because it's definitely more convenient and more accessible. And so what we do with our dogs is we have our kibble base, and then we add fresh foods on top of it. So that I highly recommend you to do as well. Maybe you just want to put some veggies that you were cooking for your meal before you put sauces and seasonings on there. Just put those ingredients into your dog's food. Just chop it up pretty small. Dogs either need it cooked up or chopped up very, very small so that it's more easily digested. So you can just add that to the food. Another great alternative that is easy and accessible, super convenient, is called the Honest Kitchen, or any high quality dehydrated food. It's a newer style or newer variety of dog food. So it's dried, and then you just add hot water to it, warm water to it, and it reconstitutes, and it still has all that delicious phytonutrients in it for your dogs to gain health through. So dog food, very important, very, very important that it's high quality. I definitely support a raw meat diet, a raw food diet for dogs. Not everyone, there's many different expressions of raw food diets, and not everyone's into that. We tried the extreme with, the chicken's feet in our refrigerator and everything.
Oh yeah, that was... I didn't like that so much.
Yeah, we're vegan, so it was a little hard for us to see that, and we have the dogs still eating meat, although we don't eat meat. The dogs eat meat, and so anyway. The Honest Kitchen is a great way to get the fresh food in there, and then we also add the raw meat. So the raw meat doesn't have to be in like bones and body parts, although that is the way some people do it. But also the raw meat can be, it's already pulverized, the bones are in there, sometimes vegetables are in there as well, and it's all in a tube, frozen, and so you could just get that from your local natural pet food store, some high quality raw food. Also, they're typically more aware of where the meat comes from and how the animals are raised, so that's better at least. And then you just have it frozen. When it's time, of course, you de-thaw, and then you can just give a few scoops of that. So that's what we do. We've actually made some cooking videos recently that will be out soon that you can watch and see exactly what we do at home. Have any comments on the dog food, since you do much of the preparing? Thank goodness for Rene.
No, I do think that ever since we changed our dog food, the way we make it and the way we prepare it, I think that I also see a change in the dog's behavior, and I also see a change in the dog's fur. Yeah, so I think, but I can't prove it right now, but it certainly seems to me that you know, that their behavior changes and their fur looks better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, and I just noticed too, once we changed our dog food, honestly, we just went to the vet way less. So yes, it's more expensive to feed a really high quality diet. However, where would you choose your money to go? To the health of your pet, preventative measures that are certainly best for their body, mind, and spirit, or of course feeding them cheaper food but going to the vet more often and having them deal with all of that. So I'm sure we all agree that it's better to start off really good right from the bat. Okay, so that's our first point of ways to balance your dogs. By the way, this is Benny Buttons Ringnalda. He's our little terrier mix. And then this one over here that's hiding behind, you might have seen him in our last Facebook Live if you watched it. And this is Graham, Amanda, and Rene from Sama Dog here live with you, sharing 3 ways in which you can help your dog achieve Sama, which means balance.
So let's go to number 2.
Yes, number two. Number 2 is recognizing your dog's unique needs and helping them with those what am I trying to say? Let me start over. Recognizing that every dog is a complete individual, and just like every person is. And this is really ultimately what Ayurveda is all about, is seeing each being as a unique individual and recognizing the ways that we can make choices, lifestyle choices, diet choices, aroma choices, sound choices. Through all the senses we can make choices that help balance or imbalance our unique formula. So going back to what I started with, is with your dog, recognizing what their unique nature is, and then you'll see ways in which you'll learn ways through our teachings and through intuition, really, in a lot of ways, see ways in which they can be their most balanced, to where you can support them to be their most balanced. So an example of that is like play style. Not every dog likes the same kind of thing. It is not a one-size-fits-all when it comes to our dogs. It's really not, nor is it for us, human beings. Not every human being likes to play in the same way. They don't like the same recreation. They don't have the same sleep routine or daily routine or eating routine. So every dog is different in that way as well. So finding out what their play style is. This is Eloise. She's our little foster dog, and she's adorable, and she comes from Louisiana. So we have 5 dogs here, so pay no attention to the comings and goings. So anyway, each dog being so unique and different that even with their play style, some dogs like Benny, he's a very fiery little Pitta terrier, so he wants to go and run, and he enjoys fetching a ball very much. Where Graham, this guy over here, he's the earth element. He's Kapha. And that's the earthiness, and a little bit slower and steady, and isn't as energetic. And what he really loves is tug of war. So tugging, playing rope. This little girl, she's a very feisty little one. she's got lots of energy, a little terrier as well. So she loves to play with things that, you know, she can rattle back and forth. So the reason I explain all of this is because you can find ways in where you can detect, just using your observation and also your intuition, to detect what's going on with your dog and what is it that they're enjoying most and what is it that they're not actually enjoying. Maybe your last dog liked that, but this dog doesn't, and yet you keep trying to get that dog to do that thing that your old dog liked. But this dog is a unique and different dog, and finding their play style can serve you so well, because not only does it help them to be happier and therefore just, you know, healthier and more balanced, but also you can find ways to reward them, and training becomes a lot more easy because you know what their favorite is.
Yeah, and there's not one size fits all, you know, and I think that's where the doshas come in. Amanda will explain more about that. These are very simple principles actually, but they are very helpful and very powerful, and you learn in simple ways and very playful ways, fun ways, to get to know your dog better. And that's the story what Amanda just was sharing, that you can tailor the way you teach dogs to the dosha, to the body-mind constitution, the body-mind type of dog that you have, and that will create so much more results than trying to train your dog the way you did with a previous dog that you had, or try to train every single dog that you have in the exact same manner, because as you probably know, that is a really hard thing to do, because dogs are different just as humans are different. We have different ways that we learn, and that's the dog similarly. So that's where the doshas come in.
Yes, yes, they do. They come in every aspect of their life, really, but certainly in their play and what they prefer. You know, some dogs want to be left alone a little bit more. Some dogs want to be snuggled. Some dogs do not. You know, especially dogs that have more heat in their body, therefore more pitta. They don't want a lot of hugging and snuggling and cuddling up, you know, all bundled up in the blankets, where other dogs really enjoy that. And so just tuning into your dog's unique needs, their unique nature, what is their instinctual and very natural expression of what they do to balance themselves. By simply observing that and then leaning into that more and more through the choices that you make for their life, you can bring them better into balance. And then last but not least,
number 3,
wanted to talk about massage. So just give one technique of massage for now, but it does work very well in the physical benefits of massage for a dog are, of course, the increased immune system. We boost their immune system, their immune ability. It increases their circulation. It's a detoxifying technique, just like massages for us. It releases blockages and toxicity that's stuck throughout the body and allows the body to release it. But what I also really love about massage when it comes to being a good dog companion is, guardian, is that it's very bonding from the aspect of trust and safety. So your dog, when you touch it in this way, touching different parts and pieces of its body that maybe it's not used to, hey, no barking, maybe it's not used to being touched, you know, on the feet or on the sides of the mouth or around the ears, their belly, areas like that some dogs can be sensitive to. You'll desensitize those parts of their body, so when they need their nails trimmed or their ears cleaned or whatever else it may be, you'll be able to, you know, they'll just be more used to that. So I'm going to go down here, and is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think this is really good. Let's go and show them a simple dog massage. Which dog shall we take?
I think I'm going to try to get Pepper over here, actually. So I'm going to go over here.
I'm going to move the camera a little bit, so stay tuned.
Or Graham?
Stay
Who
tuned.
wants a massage? Anyone wants a massage?
See if I can do that without...
Eloise, you want a massage? Come here. Okay.
There we go.
Everybody wants a massage. We're going to start with Eloise. She's got her tennis ball in her mouth.
Don't take away my tennis ball.
Yeah. Okay, so there's many different ways that you can position your dog. One way, of course, would be just lay them down on the ground and lay next to them. But I was giving Ella a massage the other day, and I felt that she really enjoyed when I got her in the right position here. It's She really enjoyed this. So you can just get them laying on their back. You can't really see her belly very well. Maybe we can tilt just a little bit. Nice. Okay, so I typically start at the top of their body, start at their head, because that will help them to calm down, is just massaging their ears a little bit. Oh, she took a big breath. That's what usually happens when they get into this relaxed situation. So you can massage their You can massage their ears. You like that, Ella? And down the bridge of the nose. If they get a little squirrely, I usually just lay my hand on their belly, and that helps a lot to just get them to realize that they're safe, that their body's supported here. So down the bridge of the nose, down the midline of the face, the skull. That's a nice stroke to calm and relax the facial muscles. And then a little bit on their jaws. I'll massage on the ears. That's her favorite part.
Look how relaxed she is. She really likes it.
She does. She loves the massage. She was drooling the other night when I was doing this. Yeah. Drool started coming down. Down her neck. And so you just want to, you know, of course your massage, your touch is very light, but it's great for them because really Ella came into this little girl here, Eloise, she came from Louisiana. She was unfortunately a victim of the floods that we had this summer in Louisiana. 100,000 homes were lost. In those homes, a lot of them had pets. And there was just no way to keep up with the pets. And so anyway, a wonderful woman, Cece from San Diego, chartered a plane and went out there and got 70 dogs and a cat. And Eloise was one of them. So she's come here to live with us and get better. She's got some medical problems, but we're working through those. Relax, relax. So when you're not distracted and saying other things like I am, you can even say to them out loud, relax. And I have taught them, at least some of them, what that means, you know, what it is to be relaxed, and how they can, again, find that space of ease and safety in your arms. It's okay. Relax. Relax. So be mindful of your energy. I can feel it right now. As soon as I softened my energy, and since I'm physically connected to her, energetically connected to her, she immediately softened as well. Graham, you're blocking the view, buddy. Okay, so we're massaging down the neck. Relax. Good girl, Ella. And her shoulders. So getting into the shoulder joints. This feels really good to them. Because imagine, you know, if our shoulder hurts, we can reach over and rub it. Or we can ask a friend to rub it. But when you're a dog, you can't do that. So if you have pain in your body, there's not a whole lot you can do other than maybe scratch it a little bit, you know, with the other limb or rub up against something. So you can just really get into the shoulder joints. And I just pull, just very gently, but pull in the arms just a little bit and give a nice stretch to the socket. So cute. And then down the body, massaging down the sides of the body. Relax. Yeah. Massaging the belly a little bit. She recently got spayed. I don't know if you can see that, but Ella has her scar there. It was a month ago or so. And then down the sides, relax, relax. Down the sides and then to the hip joints. Down to the hip joints. And then again, extend the leg out a little bit. It's okay. Extend the legs. Relax. Relax. It's okay. Massage down the legs, the leg joints, all the way down the feet. Definitely being sure to massage into the toes, into each of the pads of the paw. Gives a great just, you know, feeling to them, a nice relaxation and an opening up of those joints, you know, a little more flexibility, but they just love it too. And again, it'll give them the ability to be more accustomed to people touching their feet. It's to the other side. So you want to keep your massage as balanced as possible. So I would normally just massage this side, this hip a little bit more. I think she knows we're on TV because she was yesterday and the day before a little more relaxed when we were doing this. But she's also in a playful mood right now. You kind of have to go with where they're at. We got home not too long ago and there's a lot of energy in the house, and now I'm asking her to lay completely still, so it's kind of unrealistic. Good girl. A very nice relaxation technique for dogs is a back and forth stroke. A back and forth stroke on the top of the paw. So hopefully you can see this, but just on the back, at the top of her paw, just going back and forth, very gentle. But that's a calming stroke. It helps them to release anxiety, stress. Yeah, see, it's working. Her eyes closed. Very good. And then typically I make my way to the bottom of the body and then massage the tail as well, all the way down to the end. And then just a nice stroke over the whole body, down the sides, and then just kind of flick away anything that is no longer serving you, any energy, any stagnation, anything that has been kind of dislodged energetically, just flicking that away, flicking that energy away. Good girl, Ella. Maybe going back up to the face, and then we'll finish up because they love the face massage usually. Good girl. Good, Ella. All down the snout, the cheeks, the ears again. There we go. There we go. Good girl. Good girl. So just taking the time to do this with your dog, to bond in this way, to help them to feel it's okay. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl, Ella. Good girl. So just for them to feel your connection and your love, you paying attention to them, you giving them, that undivided focus is very healing for any relationship, right? I mean, doesn't every relationship need time and love and attention and a focus for it to thrive? And our dogs are certainly no different. So those are 3 tips and ways that you can create a more balanced dog or inspire a more balanced dog. So in summary, the first one is some clean food, eating clean food, feeding your dog some fresh foods, fresh meats, fresh vegetables, very good for them. The second is, of course, recognizing their unique needs and their unique wants and their unique style of being. Who are they as an individual? And living into that, helping create an environment that works for them, that really serves who they are, not necessarily what a book says or what your other dog did or what you were taught. So much of how we are with our dogs is what we were taught in family environments as we were growing up. That's where a lot of our knowledge of how to raise dogs came from. And some of that is very good and some not so good as we're learning, as we kind of understand dog psychology better. So the second one is their unique needs, catering to those. And the third one is massage technique and what I just showed you. And then you can do any variation of that. It's absolutely fine. Dogs are just happy that you have your hands on them. They're not too concerned about a balanced massage or a certain amount of pressure or the aroma or this music in the environment or anything like that. So that's all for today. We'll be joining you again. You can just stay in touch with us on our Facebook page or on our website, and I'll let you know when there are more Facebook Lives coming up. We would like to do this once a week or so. So do let us know if you enjoy this, if you get something out of it, and if you'd like us to do some more. Please stay in touch also via our website, samadog.com, where you can sign up for our newsletter. You can receive a dosha quiz there, a dog dosha quiz. Doshas are the mind, body, constitution, or personality of your dog. So you can receive a dog dosha quiz there. If you give your email, you'll get a email prompt and reply, and you can download the quiz there. And also we have a couple more classes coming up this weekend, December 3rd and 4th. December 3rd, we're at Eve in Encinitas at 2:30, and December 4th at 2 o'clock in La Jolla at the JCC. More information on samadog.com/events. So I just want to look here and see if anybody has any questions. Great to see you. Jennifer's on the line. Vanessa's on the line. Lindsay Lou, who is on the line. Great to see you all and connect here. So do let us know if anything comes up, if you have any questions about what we've talked about today. And Rene, you want to come over and say goodbye?
Sure.
Thank you for joining us in our living room, casual style here.
So thank you for joining us. I hope you join us some more, and especially Amanda with her classes and her all her knowledge about dog well-being and how you can create a deeper relationship, a deeper understanding about your dog, and also a deeper understanding about yourself. It's an amazing way to learn so much more about life and to create an amazing relationship with your canine companion.
Awesome. That is so true.
So thank you very much,
See
guys.
Lori there too. Lori, thanks for coming on and watching us. All right, everyone. Thanks so much. Namaste.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.